Hey, you are listening to the Car Pro Insider Podcast, episode number 15, where in this episode, we're going to talk about how you turn those dreaded words. We decided to purchase a blank make and model. We're going to talk about how you turn those words into future opportunities for sales. Check it out. Hey, what's up? I'm Robert Wiseman, and I have helped car sales professionals from around the world sell more cars by building their personal brands, attracting high-quality car buyers, and becoming the go-to car guy or gal in their marketplace. So what does it take to become the car sales professional that people are lining up to do business with? This is the Car Pro Insider. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Listen, I am so glad that you have taken the time and hitting that download button and plugging the Car Pro Insider podcast and me, your host, Robert Wiseman, into your earbuds, into your mind right now. I know there's a lot of podcasts out there, but I try to keep this, like the hands-on action, make shit happen automotive salesperson podcast out there. This is episode 15 of the Car Pro Insider. In case this is your first time tuning in, this is the podcast for automotive sales professionals who are looking for proven strategies, outside of the box, creative ideas, and the latest, greatest, most sickest tools and resources out there to help you level up, get your game to another level, and make more things happen and be successful in car sales. That's what we do here. Again, thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time here, yo, what up? I am so glad you're here. I'm Robert. If you're into selling cars and looking to up that game, you're going to really like it here. If you're not in car sales, you're probably in the wrong place. As much as I love you to stay on and listen to me talk, listen to me plug myself, I'm going to go ahead and do you the favor and save you the time. So go ahead and roll on out. No harm, no foul, no, all due respect, definitely. But if you are in car sales, boom, you're going to love it here. So if you're first time again, hit up iTunes after this episode and give me a review. I'm not asking for a 5-star review. I'm asking for the review that you think that this was worth to you. Whether it's 1 star or 5, I'm cool with that, right? Anyway, we are diving into today another great topic and great piece of information for you. Something I get asked, a lot by car sales professionals from, around the globe and from coast to coast in the U.S., right? I get asked, different stuff every day from people all over in the messengers. And shout out to everybody that does ask me questions. Hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and maybe that's a good topic that I'll bring it and create a show, an episode out of it. Or just hit me on Twitter at Robert Wiseman, Wiesman. Today, we are going to talk. Oh, before I tell you that, I want to apologize. I think I'm about a day late on this episode release. Weekend and last week was a little bit hectic. I'm head down on a lot of projects, and I do a lot and operate and maneuver a lot from home, right? From home office. And I got kids, 10 and 8 boys. And in the summertime, they tend to be around my way a lot more than they are during the school year, which, hey, you know what? I'm not complaining about that. But in the end, it does make it difficult to make some things happen. And we went to a pro wrestling, WWE pay-per-view the other night. Was a blast, and got back late, had no voice. It was a mess. So I do apologize. Hopefully I'm going to make that up to you. So I'm putting this out a day late. But check this out. So we're going to talk about something that I don't care how gangster of a closer you like, how amazing of a closer you think you are, right? Everybody in this business for any amount of time will hear those dreaded words when they follow up with a prospect, someone they've been talking to or working with, someone that's been in the deal or what have you, whatever, right? Is going to hear those dreaded words. Hey, sorry, but we decided to purchase a blank make and model, right? Boom, you're just heart drops. You start feeling bad, maybe you start feeling negative. You might even be a little pissed off, right? Well, listen, that's whack. That's not the way that you handle these encounters, these situations, which these are going to happen more and more and more and more and more. And the bigger you get and the more people that you're getting in front of you, the more this is going to happen, because you can't win them all, man. You can't go undefeated, right? It's not going to happen. Right? It's like a baseball team going undefeated in 160 plus boring ass games a season, right? That don't happen, right? Just like it's not gonna you're not gonna close everybody. Everybody's not gonna decide to go with you, to go with your product. But listen, just because they purchase that product from somewhere else does not mean that there's opportunity in this individual, that this once prospect that once in market prospect is not somebody that can be valuable to you by you just being valuable to them in the future, right? There's no reason why they can't still be a great resource for referrals and also future business from them in their household, right? We're going to dive into how to handle when you hear those dreaded words. Listen, hey, sorry, Robert, we decided to go with the Toyota Camry instead of the Hyundai Sonata. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your make and model is. All right, so that's what we're diving into today. If that is of interest to you and you think that you're going to get something from this, stick around. We're going to jump right in. Let's do it. All right, so picture this with me, all right? Think about this. I ain't asking you to shut your eyes because you're probably in motion, right? If you're like me, I stay on the move a lot, and especially when I'm listening to podcasts, unless I'm laying in bed, I'm always, in the mix. So don't shut your eyes, but think about this. Listen, you're following up with that customer that might have been in the other week, or you might have been the other day, rather. You might have had a lot of dialogue back and forth via text, via phone calls, via emails, trying to put a deal together, right? Boom, we've done it a million times. We've all been there, right? I know exactly where you're at. And then you call this person up, you get them on the phone, they tell you, hey, listen, Robert, we decided to purchase a blank, right? Whatever. Or we decided to purchase from blank, my same make and model from another dealer, or they decide to go ahead with a different, make and model, right? Happens to all of us, happens to the best of us, right? That's part of the game. And the more sales that you're making, the more that you're out there, and the more opportunities you're getting in front of you, the more these type of things are going to happen, right? The more chances are, the more probabilities of somebody purchasing from somebody else or a different type of car than what you showed them is going to happen. And it's happened to all, it's happened to you for sure, more than once, unless you've just came out. And if it hasn't happened, then that's a bigger problem because you haven't been in front of enough people. But that's a whole different episode. So what do you do with them? Most cases, and most salespeople, you're probably like most, and definitely like the way I was until, I got hip to this little strategy here and put this together through different channels that I learned it from. You're probably, the relationship just ends right there, right? You're probably asking them things like, oh yeah, how much would you get? All right, what'd you pay for that? Like, ask them things that don't matter. It doesn't matter what they paid. I mean, for people that we don't want things to be about price, boy, we sure as hell make it about price a lot, right? Who cares about price? There's no glory in being the lowest cost provider, right? Especially, that's the way I see it. So don't ask them. It doesn't matter what they paid for it because they didn't hook up with you to buy it. You know what I'm saying? They hooked up somewhere else. So it doesn't matter. So first off, I'm just going to let you know how the initial of me handling that would be. It's, hey, Robert, we went with, so-and-so dealer. Oh, okay. Hey, that's great. I hope everything worked out for you. what vehicle did you end up getting? Did you end up getting the Sonata? Yeah, we end up getting the same one that we looked at, but it was a better deal, this and that. Hey, listen, that's great. I completely understand. Like I told you when we spoke or when you were here, that I am just about you being happy with your decision and finding the right vehicle for you at the terms that work for you. That's all that I'm here to do, and that's all that I genuinely want for you. Boom. All right, so you see what I'm doing there. I'm reaffirming to them what I told them in the beginning, which is something that I do, that like, hey, listen, I'm all about, if I fail you if I let you leave here in the wrong vehicle. That's the only way the consumer can get cheated today buying cars. So I don't want to know. And if it was another make and model, I'll be like, hey, great, what'd you end up getting? Awesome. So you like it so far? Yeah. So they took great care of you over there? Yeah. Right? That's what I'm going along with. I'm not worried about the price. I'm not bringing anything negative. I'm not trying to compare anything to me at this time. I'm congratulating them, because regardless of the fact that ship has sailed, for me to for me to be cashing a commission of this vehicle purchase from them is done. So I'm done dwelling on it, right? Like, I'm moving on, but I have to acknowledge the elephant in the room, that they did buy something first. So that's why I'm congratulating on them, complimenting on them, wishing them the best, and happy that they found the right vehicle for them. You know what I mean? That's completely step number one, is doing that, letting them know, like, you're co-signing on their decision, essentially, meaning like you're saying it was all right, because if they've already had an experience with you, they know that you are different in the marketplace and you're a true expert. But for whatever reason, the value failed to convey to them the right way, which it happens again to everybody, and they ended up hooking up with a different product somewhere else that maybe it was just realistically the best product for them, or they hooked up somewhere for a pricing issue, whatever. They might have known somebody there. Regardless of the fact, if you're stretching out for them, you're stretching out for them, and they recognize that, especially since the fact that they've just bought a car from somebody else, that 9 times out of 10, that person is not a professional and is nowhere near your level. So don't be a hater. You know what I mean? Congratulate them. All right, so the number 2 thing you want to do is want to apologize to them. Now, what you're going to apologize for is you're going to apologize for not earning their business. All right, and you want to give it to them something like this. All right, okay, listen, I feel bad, and I do apologize that I wasn't able to earn your business this time around. But I'll tell you what, if in the future, for yourself or anyone that's in the market for a new vehicle, if you would give me another shot, one more opportunity to earn your business, I would really owe you one. Now, I wish I could give credit to the person that taught me that or where I picked that up, but that thing is fire. All right. Now, again, you can access all these at robertweisman.com/15. I'll have them, documented there, but I'm gonna give you that one again, right? So after you've, congratulated them, right, on their new purchase, and you're basically co-signing their decision, you're happy that they found the right car for them, because you ask them, hey, did you love it? Do you love it? Well, heck, if they don't love it, that's something you might be able to, worst case scenario is they don't love it. That's something that you can, a deal you can maybe put together now, right? But if they do love it, you're happy, right? Because that's all you want, man. If you're living to where you needed their sale or that business, and it's like that, then there's no chance at all for, none of this matters. If like that deal right there, you were dependent on it, right? Because like this, at this point, what the information I'm giving you here, it's not going to help, right? So it's something like, hey, it didn't happen, but look, you know what? Like, I'm going to want to sell a car tomorrow. I'm going to want to sell a car next week, next month, next year, right? So that's why you want to do things like this. Listen, I am sorry, and I do apologize, and I feel bad that we weren't able to, come to terms, and I wasn't able to convey the value to earn your business this time around. But listen, I'll tell you what, if you would please consider, if you'd be kind enough to consider, giving me another shot when you or someone in your household or anybody you know is in the market for a vehicle. If you would consider giving me another shot to earn your business next time around, I would truly appreciate it, and I would owe you one. How's that sound? Boom. You see what I mean there? Like, that's just setting them up. Like, you're like putting it to them, like, hey, putting it out there, hey, give me another shot, right? They see that you're a professional, you're following up, you're not being sour and wondering, oh yeah, what'd you get? Oh, what price? Oh, well, you know what, man, I could have got it at that price. Come on, man. Like that just takes it nowhere. Like, nobody's gonna send you business after that kind of conversation, and you sure as hell can't sell them the car that they just bought, right? So, like, this is about preserving that relationship that you already put time in, in creating. And although that you fell short this time, man, there's still opportunity next time. Set it up like that right there. I would owe you one if you give me the opportunity or recommend somebody to me. Boom. Magic, right? I know you like that. All right. Number three is, let them know that, hey, listen, I know that I know that you didn't purchase this vehicle from me, but if for 1 second you are unhappy or unsatisfied with the service or the answers or, the things that service is telling you at the dealer you're at now, and you're unhappy at 1% of the service you're getting over there, please contact me, because if me or one of my certified techs here can't take care of you, I certainly know where I can, a great place that I'll stand behind, that I can send you to, right? Letting them know that if they're unhappy with their service that they're getting now from the place that they purchased, no matter if it's your make and model or not, especially if it is your make and model. Oh, great. Well, listen, if they're not giving you the type of service that you want on your Sonata there, or maybe they're telling you something in service that's questionable, and you have some indiscrepancies of what they're telling you about your warranty and then what the manufacturers are telling you about your warranty, you can always call me any day or night, and I got your back. I'll take care of it. I'll get you the information. Boom, right? Why not? Why not? Listen, just because they just hooked up on a car doesn't mean in a couple months or couple weeks. And statistics show when one spouse buys one, the other spouse is not too far behind. So boom, there's another driver in that household. Chances are, if they're married, or living with someone, then maybe there's just kids turning teens. Then maybe their mother-in-law needs one, or their mom needs one, or somebody at work, right? Make that impact that's memorable and still makes you so professional. Even when you lose, take your whippings with your winnings, right? And take that whipping like a pro and turn it into, a plant that can grow, that you can pick opportunities off in the future, right? Now, because this episode came late, like I told you, those are the quick 3 tips. Let me recap those real quick for you. Number 1, congratulate them, right? Let them know you're happy they found the vehicle they love and feel is right for them. Even if you know it's wrong, even if they paid too much, or whatever the reason. Look, they're already hooked up. Just embrace that, all right? You're going to have to accept that for this to move on. 2, apologize for not being able to earn their business this time, and then if they give you an opportunity next time, someone in their household, a driver in their household needs a new whip, or somebody from work, family, a friend, etc., they know that's in the market, if they would recommend you or give you another opportunity, you would definitely owe them one, right? Convey that to them. That sends a great message, and that knocks their socks off, because, look, one thing I can guarantee you is there ain't nobody else they ever spoke to, a car salesperson in the world, that says that kind of stuff and takes it like that and is that professional, right? 3, let them know, even though they didn't hook up with you, that you are going to you're there for them. You'll take care of them. You're there if they need whatever, right? Let them know that, convey that. You can help them if they're unsatisfied with anything, or anything that they're hearing from that dealership is questionable, no matter how long down the line. Tell them you got their back, right? That's number 3. Now, boom, I'm going to drop a bonus tip on you because I botched on the date and I'm a little bit behind. So to express my apologies, I'm going to drop a bonus tip on you to wow these people even more and turn people that bought somewhere else into more opportunities. The bonus tip is, this isn't a commitment you make to them. This isn't anything you tell them you're going to do. This is something you make to yourself. You schedule it, put it into whatever. Hopefully you have some kind of long-term follow-up process, or maybe an outline of things you want to do, and you put them into that. But make a commitment, and this is easy. I hate to say it because the way the majority of people in this business, in the car sales, how they maneuver, and you know it because you work around them all the time, is that make a commitment to follow up with this person more than the person that sold them, or the dealer that sold them their vehicle, to where they spent their money. Make a commitment to check in with them more and see how they're doing, see how the car is, and the family is. People that you've like I said, don't let the relationship go cold, even though you couldn't earn their business, because you still put in time building that. You can still get some opportunities, wring some opportunities out of there, and help them with your services. So that's the bonus, is make a commitment to follow up with them more than the other guy. And the good news is, it ain't going to be hard to follow up with the other guy or other dealer, right? Hey, listen, that's it for this one, episode 15. Thank you for being here. Get a recap, get the details of these 3 steps, right? And the bonus tip, robertwiseman.com/15. Again, sorry for being a little bit late on releasing this episode. We'll be back here again next Monday, or whenever, who knows when you're listening to this. But I'm out. Thank you so much.